Hello, Math 7. Welcome to Unit 8. This is our first lesson, and it is called Probability of Simple Events. Our main unit is called Probability, so this is going to start us off nice and fresh with this lesson. So what is a probability? It's the chance that something will occur, right? We see probabilities when we talk about what are the chances of it raining tonight or snowing. What's the probability of you winning this hand in poker or blackjack or any other game? What's the probability of getting a 6 on a die or heads on a coin? Okay, so it's the chances of something that something will occur. Now, if you do experiments with this, you will find out your probability will not always be equal to what you have predicted, and that's okay. And that's why the weather forecasts aren't always accurate, among other things that they're trying to predict the future. So let's jump in here. You calculate the probability by taking the total number of outcomes you want versus the total number of outcomes there are total. So if we look at something like the lottery, the Powerball, right? When you buy a ticket, you have a one chance with that ticket. One chance out of how many total tickets are there to possibly buy? 336 million. So the odds of you winning the Powerball are super, super low. It's actually more likely that you'll be hit by lightning or eaten by a shark than to win the Powerball. Okay, the odds of that happen, or being killed by a coconut dropping on your head. Don't ask me how I know these things, but those odds are much higher than winning the Powerball. So my recommendation: save your money, do something else with your $5. So if we have a 50% odds, right? 1 and 2, like a coin flip, is 50%. One heads out of two options. That's as likely to happen as not, right? Neither likely nor unlikely. If it's more than 50%, it's likely. If it's less than 50, it's unlikely. If it's certain, like it's raining outside, what are the odds it's going to rain? 100% chance. If it's something that's impossible, like if you want to flip a coin and no, you want to roll a die and you want to get a 7, there are no 7s on the die. It's impossible to happen. 0% chance. Okay. Other than that, if it's a possibility, it will eventually occur. So let's talk about a coin toss. Find the probability of the coin landing on heads. Okay. So there's one heads out of two options. Write your answer as a fraction, percent, and a decimal. Take any. I like to go to a decimal first. Just divide them. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. To get from decimal to percent, you do times 100, and you get 50%. All right. Next, we have this spinner. On the spinner, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 options, 10 letters, a bunch of different colors. What's the probability of an F? So there's one F here out of 10 options as a decimal, as a percent. Boom. D or G. When you have ors, that means you're going to add your answers together. So there's one D, there's one G, so 2 out of 10. As a decimal is 0.2, and as a percent is 20%. I'm going a little quick, but if you take your time, 2 divided by 10 is 0.2. 0.2 times 100 is 20. Probability of a vowel, I see A, I see E, I see I. So there's 3 vowels out of 10, which is 0.3 and 30%. Okay? So these odds aren't great. They're all less unlikely to happen. Okay? Especially the probability of an F. Now, complementary events are when you have two events that if you put them together, it equals 100. Like a coin flip. Heads plus tails is 100. Raining versus not raining is 100. Okay? You win or you lose, that's 100. Okay? When the two events add up to make 100, it's called complementary. So in here we have a bag containing 5 blue, 8 red, 7 green marbles. A marble selected at random. Find the probability of not red. So there's two ways to do this. First, find red. 8 out of 20. Then do not red. The opposite. So take 8 from 20, which is 12. So anything that's not red would be blue or green. Alternatively, you can just take blue plus green and get 12 out of 20. Whoops. That's a 20. You got to believe me, it's not a heart. All right, I would never do that to you. Any questions? See me in class, message me on campus, or shoot me an email. Do whatever it takes to dominate this lesson. Talk to you soon.